All right. Well, that's interesting. I've got another stone right there I didn't use. I don't want to do this then. I want to do that. Now, for some reason, you don't have anything. Probably because I didn't set you up, even though you're supposed to be a stone train. Am I really expecting that much stone? That I would have 2 trains for stone? That's a lot of trains for stone. This probably should not be a stone train. But it is. I can't imagine me needing that, but especially over top of coal and iron. And this is probably supposed to be iron. Am I really only going to have 1 iron on this side? Well, actually, there's no iron on this side. I don't know what goes here. You might as well be a stone. You're going to be a stone. No, I don't know what I'm doing with sand. So anyhow, you're going to become stone. Where's my car? Okay. I didn't leave it like 60 billion miles away. Left it over here. Let's pretend that we're making some engines. What did I do? Put you in here? So if we were making some engines, if this were set up to make an engine, rate calculator says that it needs pipe and gears and apparently some of the other stuff. So let's set you to make pipe. Obviously we need gears. Now let's see what we've got. So we're barely using any of this. In terms of belts, we're barely using that. So we can get a lot of engines out of these pipes and gears. So let's try that out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're dead on if we do 10 with one pipe and we don't care about the gears anymore. Per minute, we're doing 45. We don't care. In terms of belts, we're not using belts. If we want 10 engines, and we're starting this one out here because it can go onto this bus, then its first position should be right here. So that's not what the engines are going to be. We're going to do a gear. Now, the way I've done it in other builds is I do a gear and 2 pipes on the same belt. So if I do a gear and then I do 2 pipes, I can do 20 engines. Now that's 12 engines, and I'm just not going to do that. So that's 10 engines. And if I don't care if I'm overdoing that, because the big challenge is the output. So your output is going to be here. You're going to have a belt that gets shared amongst those. Sebastian, what's the best way to destroy unwanted? I just got so much wood. Put it in a chest and shoot the chest. So steel chests are the most cost-effective way to store things. They take the most contents. So if it's wood, you can also just make a bunch of wooden chests. The other thing that's fun to do with wood, Sebastian, is to fill your inventory with as much wood as you can. Then shift-click on wooden chest, and all the inventory will come out of your inventory. All the wood will come out of your inventory. You'll start making wooden chests. Then quickly fill your inventory with other stuff, like belts or more wood. And then, when your inventory is full and you have no logistics turned on, cancel by shift-clicking all of that, and it'll just dump all the wood all over the ground in a beautiful spiral pattern. I've had challenges with other people to see how big of a wood pile dump you can make, because it's hilarious. All right, so specifically you need, oh, you also need iron. Oh, that sucks. 1, 1, and 2 pipe. So this is a bit of a challenge if I'm going to keep it all in this center, which I don't need to do. But I got plenty of room. So the iron, it needs to come through and keep coming through so that it can get picked up. And it needs 2 pipe. Pipe also needs iron. I suspect this is going to wear out an entire belt of iron, such that I could probably have put this engine back on here and not had that other lamentation. So if that's that, your iron or your engine's coming out. That's going to be ugly, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to use long-handeds for that. You don't fit there anyways. How do this? Because I have near and far here. If iron comes in here and then keeps going. Oops. 1, 1, and 2. The iron plate's just going to flow through here. This can go far. This can go near. In terms of belts. So we're going to do 10 of these. So you're going to use 1/4 of a belt. And you're going to use, to satisfy this, 1/10 of a belt. So I don't really have a concern about how much iron I'm pulling off here. I don't understand the math on this. This makes this look super, super cheap. Hi, kitty cat. And if this is super, super cheap like it looks, you're only going to consume a tiny amount of iron. So I don't quite understand that. That's 9. That's 10. I might as well batch these together. So you're going to output there and there. You're going to do that. You're going to also grab a little bit of iron. We're not going to put you in the middle because you're going to get in the way of the power poles eventually. And you've got to get this stuff off of there. That's input, and then this is output. And you don't care on any of that. And as far as this goes, you're going to be getting some iron. Now, iron is currently being pulled, none pulled, none pulled. You're pulled. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is pulled, 4 is pulled, 2 is pulled, 3 is pulled, and then it's balanced. So they're all being pulled later on before they're rebalanced. So if if I pull any of these, even though it's a tiny amount, I'm going to unbalance this. Now, who's pulling the most? You're pulling a full one, you're pulling a full one, so 1 and 2 are really getting hammered. I don't recall how much this is pulling, but I think it's half a belt. And then that's another half belt, but it's not set up yet. I'm waiting for red belt on that. So one, where were those pulls again? For iron? So you're pulling a full belt for this, I think. So 1 and 4 are pulling a full belt, 2 is pulling a full belt, and 3 is pulling a half belt. So we're going to pull this from 3. Both of them are going to come from 3. And we're going to hope for the best. As far as the output goes, well, that's kind of obvious. All right, so now I've got gears on the bus. And on the bus, they go wound and wound. Production. How am I going to make this happen? How am I going to frickin' make this happen? So, as I learned from burgers, this is going to be different than what I normally do. Because what I would normally have here is a big stack of inserters going up. But in this mod, inserters at the higher level use this inserter parts. They don't use each other. So I don't have a need for this moving up thing, because if I set this to yellow inserter, which I will, I don't need... I mean, I'm going to set this one to yellow inserter as well, but this one's going to be a red inserter, and a red inserter doesn't need yellow inserter. It does need these iron sticks. Do you need these iron sticks too? No. So if you need these iron sticks, then you're unkind word, and you do need to pass those forward. So you're going to go like that, and you're going to have your output going there, and you're going to have input coming here. Beyond red, you need them. You don't need them. You need steel, though. So if I'm going to make a stack of a production stack of inserters, inserter parts, automation core, that's 2. Iron sticks, so that's iron, that's 3. Steel, that's 4. And electronic circuit, that's 5. And filter inserters, which is as far as I wanted to go. Steel, inserter parts, electronic circuits. So I need to bring 5 ingredients here. Now, the iron only goes to here, because you don't need iron at all. You need the iron stick, but that's it. You need steel. So you need steel. So steel needs to go a long ways. Automation core stops there. So I'm going to swap these two. And the reason I'm going to swap them, well, I'm not going to swap those two. I'm going to swap these two. Is because I don't need to bring the sticks there. That means that iron can stop very quickly in terms of supporting it on the bus. And then a filter inserter. Might as well put you down. So this doesn't happen, but it happens here. You go out and you come in. No, don't actually get placed. So you're this, and then we're done. But because this is iron way out here, I think I'm going to bring iron way here. So what I'll do is I'll not have you exist. You don't need iron. So iron's only going to come here and then stop. And then I have 4 more items that need to come out. A lot of inserter parts and a little bit of automation core. But no... Okay, so inserter parts all the way, then steel, then green circuits. So I did this way so that I could do this, and I have not been doing that. So let's do it properly. You need iron. So this is supposed to be iron. You need sticks, inserter parts, and automation cores. So you need sticks, inserter parts, and automation cores. You need inserter parts and automation cores. Steel, inserter parts, and green circuits. Steel, inserter parts, and green circuits. And that's only 1 green circuit. You need 2 green circuits, you don't care. So steel, inserter parts, and electronic circuits. Another steel, another inserter part, and another green circuit. So the iron I'm going to put here. These inserter parts need to be close and fast. So this is a full belt. So if this is a full belt, then while I've got iron marked there, I'm going to persist that. It's going to go like that and like that. But this is inserter parts. And those, I'm going to split here. You're going to get a full belt. So you're going to get inserter parts, and you're going to get iron stick. In terms of output here, I'm going to have, I'm not going to put iron sticks. On the output, so my output is going to be blue inserters, that's fine. I'm going to be out of resources quick there. Let's see, you, I've got a typo in that. I need green wire, dang it. Hi, kitty cat. You are going to be enabled when anything is less than 0, and you're going to use colors. I've got this, and we're going to select new contents. It's going to be that. I will be right back. You right-click on the ghost and it'll go away. Or you build another chest on top of it, and then delete that chest by picking it up, and it'll make that ugly thing go away. So I made myself a quick sandwich. And my cat, when she smells bacon, will come up on my computer desk to hunt down that plate of bacon. Hardly ever comes up. Amazing. And she's staring at the screen. And she's beautiful. And I'm not on a break anymore. I'm going to play for a little while longer. At least 27 minutes, 23 minutes. We'll see how it goes. I am enjoying this. Frustrating as it may seem. I'm going to spec some more of this out before I actually build it, though. Okay. Sorry about that. Actually, I had something else I had to do too. So this one is going to end up being belts. And so we're just going to leave that at that. Oh yeah, that's right. I was doing this. I want to spec these out a little bit. So in this case, I have 3 left to do. Now I could just go with 1 more here and just go with that. A lot more infrastructure to pay for there. So what they're going to use most next is probably these. That's 1 automation core, and that's 1 automation core. But you don't use automation cores. You switch over to electronic circuits, and you switch over to electronic circuits. But I'm going to make a lot more of these. The steel and the electronic circuits kind of go together, right? And the automation core is right here. So I'm going to send the automation core this way. Now that's a bit awkward right now because of the way this is, or these are. No, I don't use radars aggressively. I use radars for coverage. If you have a radar in your hand and you look on the minimap, you see the big blue square there? That tells you where your radar coverage is. And I use radars just for coverage of where I need to see. And they're very expensive in terms of electricity, so I try not to use them unless I'm needing the coverage. I love to see things, but I don't want to spend all that money on all that radar. I'll put them near the front so I can see where the biters are coming from, stuff like that. But there are people where I see them put like 4 or 6 radars in a group. That's a waste. The only thing that could get you is if you need to know up to the minute. Like I might consider putting a bunch of radars here if I want to be able to see where the biters are coming from quickly. But for the most part, you don't need that information that fast. Yeah, they have a specific range that they're going to reveal. That's why if you hold it, then look at the mini map. If you look on my screen, you look in the mini map, you see where the lighter blue is. That's where it's going to cover. And then as I walk, it moves. So where I'm going to put the radar moves based on, it determines what the coverage is. And then they scan in that area to give you real-time update, in a larger area to give you real-time updates. So if I put this here, it feeds like that, which it would actually feed like this. And that would be feeding these cores. So it would be this, but then this has to jump. And this is my inserter parts. Some of my inserter parts are screwed over. So I can move my inserter parts over here. And then I'll create a combo combinator. One of them with steel. And then the other half of it is going to be green circuits. That will go here. This is going to go here. That's a bit of a problem too. Oh wait, I already said that's not what's that. That's this. No. What is going there? Oh, it's this. Yeah. I'm confusing myself. 1, 2. No. If this goes here, that's supposed to be iron. That's what. So this is just not going well. This setup. Because it really creates a cluster problem down here. So I don't much care where I don't use this anymore. Iron. So let's swap these two so that I cannot have this problem. Now you do need that automation core, so you're going to have to go for a long reach, and you need the automation core. So that's a really long reach, and then you need the automation core. Oh crap, I deleted this. Oh. I didn't delete it. Never frickin' built it. Well, that's as good as that's gonna get. Do you have a green wire between you two? No, you don't. I didn't do my job. Yeah, I thought you had a green wire. Where? Oh, you have a green wire. I clicked wrong. Damn it. But you're still supposed to be connected up here. I need this to go farther. Because I need this, I need a green wire here as well. This goes away. This goes away. This all goes away just because I don't know. This is a template. Good. Good, good. So this is going to have to get steel and green circuits, which I don't really have defined where they are. I mean, I've got steel way down there. And I've got multiple belts of green circuits, which I probably can only afford to carry one. But these have to come in these have to come in and join up. So, yeah, this is a bit of a problem here too. So we're going to swap these two. Because now that I've moved iron, this is no longer a problem here. So that's how I set up a stack. So this is going to have to figure itself out, but assuming I bring green circuits, say here, and let's say I put steel right next to it, then what will happen is I will bring steel like this. I'll bring green circuits across like that. Sorry, that was off by one. So that's what that would look like. But sadly, I don't really have the space for it. So I'd have to do something cheesy like, no, that's correct. This is still in the wrong spot. That's what it would do. All right, I'm going to call it there. Good night, everybody. Today is the 25th. Yeah, it's been a few days.